Hey, boys and girls. By the time you listen to this, it'll be Thanksgiving Day. That's right. We filmed this a day early on Friday, Junior, Wednesday night. And this is a message just to say whether you're alone, watching football by yourself, eating turkey from a packet, or you're with family or friends, eating food and watching football with them, having a good stogie and a good drink, whatever it is, be thankful. Okay, give thanks for everything that you have. Give thanks for your lot in life. I don't care how hard it is. Young men, if it's hard and you're trying to get to a certain place in your life and you don't know how to do it or you don't feel like doing it, well, there's an old saying, fake it till you make it. You fake the thing until it becomes real to you, and then you are the thing. And so, no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, no matter who you're spending that time with, give thanks. Be thankful, be grateful, practice gratitude. It goes a long way. And with that, we are kicking off another episode of your Box Scores and Bourbon.
Look at the box scores.
Box scores and bourbon.
We check each other's box scores and scores online.
Baseball, box scores.
So football, baseball, basketball, soccer, hockey.
Box scores and bourbon.
All right.
All righty. Welcome back, JB. I am happy to see your face on a Wednesday night. For those of you
What
that
makes
are
one of
listening,
us? Yes.
I am happy that you guys are listening to us on a Thursday, hopefully Thursday morning, so you can get the episode under your belt as you jump into football.
Yes.
As we go into the Thanksgiving weekend, JB, as per usual, cheers. Happy
Cheers, my
Thanksgiving.
man. Cheers to all yous out there.
Well, welcome back. We are in the grind, meaty, nitty gritty thickness, molasses level of thickness of football season. And it kicks off with Thanksgiving. I think with Thanksgiving marks like the prime time in the football world where you know that like every game really truly does matter. Everything is on the table. All the teams that are in are all in, and all the teams that are out are washing their hands, are packing their bags to Cancun. So it's a great time. Thanksgiving is Christmas Junior without having to spend hundreds of dollars on gifts. For those of you, maybe you think Thanksgiving is a little bit better because you save a little bit of money. You just enjoy football and enjoy family and great food. So welcome back, happy Thanksgiving. I am glad we are here again, JB.
I am glad too. And glad to know that the Lions and Cowboys will be playing again next Thursday against each other this time. So,
You know what? That's crazy. First off, that's a I don't remember the last time that happened. But speaking of, I don't remember the last time that things happened. In all the Thanksgiving games that I've watched, I don't remember the last time we had three teams or three games on Thanksgiving where like all three matchups were super crucial, super
oh, yeah.
important. We have
Mm.
the Lions and the Packers kicking off Thanksgiving, and then we have the Cowboys and the Chiefs at the midday
Yes.
game, and then we have
Yes.
the Ravens playing closing out the Thanksgiving week Thursday night games.
Not just the Ravens closing out. Joe Poole
Joe Cool,
is
yes.
making his return
Yeah.
for the 2025 season after his injury earlier. This is going to be a fantastic matchup. I'm
Mm-hmm.
so excited. I know all you Steeler fans are like, oh man, it sucks, but we'll get back in the first place. Maybe not so fast because yours truly said by week 12, the Ravens would be in first place. And what happened? By the end of week 12, the Ravens were back in first place.
Yeah.
So all hail Lamar Jackson. But tomorrow is not going to be a cakewalk. I don't
No.
care that it's in Baltimore. Joe Cool is back. Burrow is going to put on a show. He is going
Mm-hmm.
to he is going to light up the sky. No one is happier. No one is giving more gratitude and more thanks than one Jamar Chase. The
Yeah.
fact that Joe Burrow is back, he is ready to go. I believe that is the sole reason that they did not activate him against the Patriots because they wanted him for Thanksgiving night. They wanted him to make his return against Baltimore. It's going to be
Mm-hmm.
all three of these games are going to be fantastic. I've
Mm-hmm.
never rooted for the Cowboys more in my life,
Heck yes.
especially after the Colts played like a dirty butthole in the fourth quarter on Sunday. This I'm elated for the Cowboys to do what they're going to do. All hail Dak Prescott. I really hope it happens. And honestly, the Chiefs are the one team you don't need a pass rush against because the offense is just like the Eagles. It's anemic. It doesn't exist. So go Cowboys. Do what you do. And
Woo!
Lions Packers. One of you got to stop the Bears. One of you has got to stop them. Okay, because this is ridiculous. I'm sick and tired of every Sunday looking at the scoreboard and seeing the Bears won again, and people all hail praising Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is not winning these games for the Bears, okay? But we need to stop the narrative, okay? It's up to you, Jordan Love. It's up to you, Jared Goff, to figure out a way to dethrone the Bears from first place in NFC North. This was not in my bingo card. This was
No.
not on my 2025 bingo card of who is going to lead the NFC North. You need to put an end to this, and you need to do it now.
Yeah, you know what? You got me all riled up now because I'm pretty sure both of us said that the Bears were going to be fourth in the division when we were doing
Yes,
our
yes,
predictions at the beginning of the
yes.
season, and they're proving us way wrong. And we don't like necessarily we're okay with being wrong. I don't want to be way wrong with this with our predictions. And it's just I have nothing against the Bears necessarily, but something
Yeah,
about them quote unquote doing as well as they're
yeah.
doing is kind of just pissing me off. Like you're not that good. If you watch their
Caleb
games,
Williams
they're
is
not.
he is not he is not an efficient quarterback. The Bears defense sucks. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they have won five straight. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I've not done a deep dive into their schedule yet as to who they've actually played. But honestly, what I remember researching and reviewing was that by this point, they may have been a 500 team at best, not
Mm-hmm.
even three in at the top of the division. And
Yeah.
Jordan Love, you're 27. I don't think you understand this. There's more than one 27 club, okay? The first one is the one that died when they were 27, all those rock stars. The second one are backup quarterbacks like Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers, who were 27. And what did they do? Oh, yes, they won an NFL championship. I'm not
Uh-huh.
pulling for you to win one, but you're not playing like someone who wants to win one.
Mm-hmm.
Get your stuff together, Jordan. Get it together.
Yeah, you know what? There is a common narrative that I am noticing on this Thanksgiving slate. We have a bunch of anemic, bipolar offenses about to be on display. We have the Bears, which can hit or miss whether they're going to be good. The
Mhm.
Packers, they have been a 500 team for the last month or so, where they can't figure out how to score more than 10 points in the game. We have the Cowboys, which have shown that they can sputter and kind of slow down. Of course, the Chiefs are we've seen what the Chiefs are doing, where they
Yeah.
don't know if they want to be a powerhouse or not. And then we have the Bengals and the Ravens. Not maybe the most solid place that we can latch onto if you want to watch an offensive explosive game is going to be the Ravens and Bengals game because all the other teams are I'm not too sure what we're going to get, which puts it into a place where it might be an exciting slate of games. But
Yeah.
I think the common denominator is these offenses. What kind of offenses are going to show up for this Thanksgiving weekend?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah. So
with
you had something you wanted to go over. You wanted to go over gratitude for
Mhm.
our teams. Is that correct?
I feel like it's appropriate on a Thanksgiving weekend that we talk football in a positive way.
Well,
So
it's
I've
gross.
told you we need to be nice on this episode for once, and we need to find something in the NFL world, a
Yeah.
team that we are grateful for this season. So did you do your? Are you able to take off your Scrooge hat and be able to be nice today and tell me a team that you are thankful for in this NFL season?
Not only did I take off my screw chat, Manny, I went and bought personally from Amazon. It's still being delivered. It hasn't been
I'm
delivered
sure
yet.
it is.
But I bought an angel on top of the tree hat. Okay, because
Wow.
the team I'm going to give gratitude for is a team that absolutely does not deserve it. but I'm going to give them gratitude anyway, and I'm going to give a gripe behind it. So the team I'm giving gratitude for is my team, the New Orleans Saints.
Oh, come
I'm
on.
giving gratitude to the Saints. I'm giving gratitude to the Saints, and I'm giving gratitude to two teams. So this is the one. I'm giving gratitude to the Saints. One, uh, mainly because Kellen Moore is our head coach. I know a lot of people out there are like, oh, Kellen Moore thought he was this great offensive mind. This team is terrible. They can't score. Well, you know who can't score either? The Eagles. You know who Kellen Moore came from last year? The Eagles.
No.
And I know last year everyone was calling for Clint Kubiak to be fired. Well, you know where Clint Kubiak is now? Seattle. You know who's not struggling with offense? Seattle. You know who's in charge of that Seattle offense? Clint Kubiak. So this is just my absolute gratitude toward Kellen Moore in the sense that we have a guy who I know that if we can get the right pieces in play, we can actually become a team that we were in the past.
Wow. Look at you go. I knew you were going to stick to your home.
Look at
Your
me.
home.
Look at me.
So what's the second team? We have the Saints one? Is it
Yeah.
Seattle? The second one?
No, my second team is any quarterback. I mean, any team who's given their quarterback a second chance. You got the Buccaneers. You got
Mm-hmm.
the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, I
You can
mean,
say Carolina's on that
maybe you
list.
can include Carolina because Dave Canales said, "Hey, Bryce Young's rookie year didn't count." Um, any team out there giving their quarterback a second chance outside of Vegas, because I mean
Yeah, I was
Geno
going to
Smith's
say,
second
are you
chance ran out in
including Gino on
Seattle.
that one?
Um, but honestly, look, this is a league where we value quarterbacks, and I've said time and again, there are only 32 of these positions. And I think, and I've said this before, we judge quarterbacks based off of the quarterback coaches. Or not,
Mm-hmm.
not we judge quarterbacks based off the play on the field, not the quarterback coaches. You put a quarterback in a system where he can actually succeed and actually show you what he's got, watch out. Watch what's going to happen. Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, they both left the Jets and the Browns, respectfully, because the Browns apparently don't like 7-7 records. Because I guess they just hand those out all the time in Cleveland. I haven't been a good football fan. I guess the Browns are making the playoffs every year since the invention of Tim Couch. I guess they've all been making the playoffs every single year. But Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield going place to place, figuring it out. And then now they're in Seattle, they're in Tampa, and they're doing great things for their teams because they're in positions to know how to play football. And I'm grateful for it for these teams that know how to develop quarterbacks. And I'm not high on Kyle Shanahan. I'm not high on the Niners organization, but if I'm not mistaken, uh, wasn't Daniel Jones on one of those teams?
He was on a couple of those teams,
He
actually.
was on that team. I know he was on the Vikings as well. No,
Mm-hmm.
Sam Darnold was on the Vikings, and
Yeah.
Daniel Jones on the Vikings. If memory serves, I believe Daniel Jones was on the 49ers squad last year, and now look at him. He's in Indianapolis. Yes, the Colts did play like a dirty butthole in the fourth quarter against the Chiefs. They absolutely should have won that game. But uh, when a quarterback goes to a team that knows how to develop quarterbacks, uh, don't look at the way Brock Purdy's playing right now. I'm leaving that out. But uh, the way that quarterbacks are able to go to systems, learn how
Mm-hmm.
to play,
Mm-hmm.
learn how to be professionals, and then go to a team and start. I'm grateful for those teams. I'm grateful for those teams that give quarterbacks a second shot. So thank you, Seattle. Thank you, Indianapolis. Thank you, Tampa Bay.
Okay.
Thank you, I guess Carolina too, or whatever. Thank you to these teams giving quarterbacks second shots and proving that they actually know how to play the game of football.
I will correct you. Daniel Jones never played for the 49ers. He went straight to the Vikings after he got released
It was
from
the
the.
Vikings.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
who was on the Niners then? One of those
Garoppolo.
quarterbacks was on the Niners for like half a season.
Uh, I don't know who you're thinking of. Baker Mayfield was with the Rams.
He was with the
Uh,
Rams and the Panthers and then the Bucks.
yeah. I don't know who your Mac Jones is with the Niners now. Maybe I can't think. I don't know who you could possibly be thinking of. I don't know that they've had
Sam
the.
Darnold. Sam Darnold spent the
Oh, okay,
23 season
okay.
as Purdy's primary backup. Okay, so correction. It was not Daniel Jones, it was Sam Darnold. Again, there's a lot of these quarterbacks drafted, being being signed around, whatever. But I do know that Sam Darnold um uh uh was with the Niners and then the Vikings, and then now he's with the Seahawks. Daniel Jones with the Giants, of course, and then
Mm-hmm.
went to the Niners. Now he's on the
The Vikings,
Seahawks.
JB. Daniel Jones to the Vikings. Why do you keep wanting to put Daniel Jones on the Niners? Daniel Jones went to the
Daniel
Vikings.
Jones to
The
Daniel
Vikings.
Jones to the Colts. I'm sorry.
Vikings then Colts.
Sorry.
I don't even. I think you're not thankful for Daniel Jones. You keep trying to pass him around like a beat down projects leased house. I don't know what's going on with you.
No, the Niners and Vikings are the two teams that really just try to give these guys second chances
They do. They love it.
and revive their careers. I know Baker didn't go to San Francisco. He didn't go to Minnesota. He was with the Rams for
Yep.
15 seconds. He
Yep.
had his moment where he was able to realize, hey, I am a quarterback. I can do this in this league. So just on gratitude
There you go.
toward teams who give quarterbacks second chances.
There you
Manny, you
go.
go.
Okay. I also have two teams that I'm going to be thankful for, and I may or may not have a little bit of hate coming from my thankfulness. First off, I have to be thankful for the Denver Broncos. As sick as it makes me to cheer for I'm not even cheering for the Denver Broncos, but I am thankful for the Denver Broncos because somehow they have figured out a way to win games where they shouldn't be. And ultimately, I didn't even realize this until I was reflecting on who I wanted to be thankful for. I am tired of seeing the Chiefs dominate the playoffs and seeing the Chiefs dominate their division. I like divisions where the the division championship is always competitive. And it got really old for me to see that the Chiefs were constantly. It was almost like a guarantee that they were going to win the division and make the playoffs and host the AFC game or be in the AFC championship. I'm thankful that the Broncos somehow figured out that they can actually win games no matter what their offense looks like. You can say thankful for Sean Payton. You'll love to hear those words come out of my mouth.
I'm not grateful for that.
But I am thankful that the Broncos are showing that division is no longer the Chiefs' guaranteed playoff spot, that they're actually going to have to work for that division championship or to make the playoffs. And they have to realize, me speaking on the Chiefs now, the Chiefs have to realize that they can't just give Patrick Mahomes a 10-year, $500 million contract and think that you're going to be good in cherry for the next 10 years and you don't need to build an entire team because you just have a good coach and a good quarterback. I am thankful that they are now in a position where they truly have to reflect how they're building a team and what pieces they're needing. And that has to do with the Broncos kind of starting to take a chokehold on that division. So, one, I am thankful for the Broncos in that division race. Two, on the NFC side, I got to tell you, I am thankful for what the Rams are doing this year. You may or may not be able to figure out where I'm going with this, but the Rams are currently number one in the conference, the Eagles number two. But I'd rather see the Eagles number two than number one in that conference. And the Rams, after last year's division round, lost to the Eagles. We were thinking that the Rams were going to be the team that could possibly dethrone the Eagles, and they kind of built on that. I gotta say that I'm thankful that I'm seeing the Rams being able to build on that from last year, and they have shown that if push comes to shove and somehow they match up against a powerhouse that the Eagles have become, that I would possibly put my eggs on the Rams basket and not necessarily be too nervous about it. The Rams have shown me that they have what it takes to beat any possible team. And not only that, I am also thankful for Matthew Stafford being leading the conversation for MVP this year. This man deserves an MVP. He does not have one yet, and he is the front runner to win it this year. I don't know. I want to look up to see if he would be the oldest quarterback to win their first MVP ever, but I feel like he'd be pretty close. And I'm I have to say that I'm thankful that Matthew Stafford is getting the recognition that he deserves throughout from everything that he's done in his career, going through the hardships of Detroit and how they never learned how to build a team. Now he gets a chance to be the quarterback that he was supposed to be this entire time, win an MVP, possibly make another Super Bowl, and the cherry on top, kind of put a little kick in the shins when it comes to Philadelphia, thinking they're the powerhouse of the NFC. So those are my two thankful moments for this Thanksgiving.
All right, I like that. Just two things. Yes, it was the divisional round. Rams lost 28-22 to the Eagles after putting a thumping on Minnesota.
Yep.
And the oldest MVP was Tom Brady at the age of 40.
Oh, now see, my point was oldest quarterback to win their first MVP. I know it, Tom
Okay.
Brady
He
won.
might he might well be the oldest one to win his first one. Yeah. Mm,
So yeah, that's where I'm at.
yeah. And
Transitioning,
then
still
explain Stafford's back injury. He's been carrying the Rams for way too long.
yeah, that's probably why he. You know what? You have to appreciate the fact that they took their time. The Rams took their time bringing him back at the beginning of the season because we weren't too sure what that back injury was looking like. It seems like they
Yep.
timed it so well, and he's
Mhm.
he's he's on a whole nother level this year. Like I said, my if my low name had a vote for MVP, he would be my vote.
Jimmy Garoppolo makes you do crazy things.
I guess so.
That's all I'll say.
Okay.
That's all I'll say.
As we stick to the football conversation, JB, you have a special segment that you want to introduce us to. I believe you're going to play a fancy little game with certain players.
I do. So, boys and girls, since the NFL trade deadline has passed us by, and now we're looking into the playoffs, we're looking at playoff hopefuls as well, not just in the playoff picture as if the season ended today. We are going to go through each of the AFC and NFC playoff hopeful teams, division winner, the division leaders, AF, the conference wildcard holders, and those on the peripheral. And we are going to go through each of these teams. And I did a study, I did a deep dive on fictional TV and movie football characters who could be plugged in to be able to plugged into a certain team depending on whatever the biggest weakness was. This is what this is what the whole experiment was. Pick Identify the biggest weakness in each of these teams, pick a player, a fictional character from a football movie, and line those players up that is that that also lines up with the position they played in that role and plugging them into an NFL team. And this is what's going to help them get as far as they can in the NFL playoffs. So I will start with the NFC first, and I will start with the bubble teams. That bubble teams meaning the teams on the outside of the wild card right now, who would be the first ones out if the season ended today.
Okay.
So the line I drew, the very last team I picked for the NFC wild card, my man Manny would love it, are the Dallas Cowboys. So I picked. So their weakness is of course pass rush, defensive pressure. The player I picked for them was Bobby Boucher, linebacker, South Central LSU. Now, everyone knows this is a character that has been indelibly melded into our hearts by Adam Sandler from The Waterboy. But you can't tell me that that Bobby Boucher could not just bring a smile to everyone's faces if he were to be the one on the field inflicting havoc on whoever on whatever offense was attacking this Dallas defense.
That would be the number one ranked defense on any board.
Yes,
If
it
he was on
would.
any team, he
Yes,
would
it
have them
would.
number one solid defense. Probably be forcing 40 fumbles like in the entire season. Like I would take Bobby Boucher on the Dallas Cowboys defense this year or any time.
Yes. Yes, you would. All right. So, for the Carolina Panthers, their weakness is linebacker slash secondary help. So
Mm-hmm.
I picked the character Steven Javorjic. This is the hard-hitting defensive back from Ampi Pie,
Uh
played
huh.
by Tom Cruise in All
Mm-hmm.
the Right Moves.
Mm-hmm.
And as always, the quote, always go for the ball. The Panthers defense is absolutely abysmal. They could use an absolutely and look, Steve and Tom Cruise played a cornerback in this movie, but he's hard hitting, so he can
Yeah.
absolutely play a safety, a strong safety, or free safety that drops down into the linebacker position. He can absolutely do it. He's always going for the ball. This is a guy that can absolutely help the Carolina Panthers at least reach another level, maybe help them give up one less touchdown a game to give Bryce Young an opportunity to not have to try so hard.
Yeah. That's a good
Next,
one.
the Detroit Lions. Their biggest weakness, and they don't have a lot of them, the
No.
biggest weakness is red zone help. And
Mm-hmm.
so for the red zone, I'm giving them Brian Smash Williams, running back, Dylan High. Everyone remembers Friday Night Lights TV show. Smash Williams was the biggest playmaker on this team until Vince came on there. But Smash Williams could absolutely help the Lions cure their red zone ails in order for them to score at least another touchdown a game.
Yeah. I was about to call you out and be like, how dare you disrespect Gibbs like that? He is like an explosive running back. But then I remembered when they were playing the Eagles and in the red zone with like 5 yards to score, they gave him the ball 4 times and he could not get into the end zone. So
No, he
I
didn't.
had to shut
No,
my mouth. I had to stop
no.
myself.
Any guy with the nickname Smash, that's the one you want in the red zone, okay?
Yeah.
Next up is the San Francisco 49ers. Their biggest weakness is run defense.
Yeah.
And I picked for them Greg Meany, defensive tackle from South Central LSU. You guys remember this guy? He was the guy, you didn't understand a word he was saying at all. But this guy could stop a run. This guy could stop a pass. Nothing was going to get past this man. And so Greg Meany, defensive tackle, played by Todd Holland. This is from the Waterboy. He
Mm-hmm.
is the guy you plug on the Niners defense, he's going to stop whatever comes to him.
The one with the lazy eye, right? Is he the one with
Yes.
the lazy eye?
You know, I think so. Yeah, I
I
think
want to
so.
say that's it.
Next up, the Green Bay Packers. As much as I love the Packers, and as much as it's hard to find something that's like really struggling with them, the biggest thing is a great receiver with hands. They
Yeah.
need a great hands receiver.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got no better than Rod Show Me the Money Tidwell, wide receiver, Arizona Cardinals. We all know the character played by Cuba Gooding Jr. and Jerry Maguire. We remember he caught that slant in the middle of the field, got waylaid, and then ended up having his mid-game revelation about what his life is like doing a headstand spin. We all remember Rod Tidwell. if Jordan Love had someone like Rod Tidwell who could hold on to the football after getting hit like that, I think the Packers could go very far into the entire playoffs.
I was holding my breath on this one. For some reason, I thought maybe you were going to give him a different quarterback. I didn't know if you were going to kind
No,
of.
my different quarterback's coming up.
Okay, all right. I was curious if you were going to say Jordan Love was not necessarily the best quarterback for them right now, but we proceed.
For the Seahawks,
Oh,
I'm going to have a run blocking defensive tackle.
mm-hmm.
This guy, you might remember him just because of his size, but the character's name was Turley, the defensive tackle from the longest yard. The
Okay.
the pro wrestler known as the Great Khali, who played Turley on Paul Crew's Mean Machine inmate football team. This is the guy. Look, Mike McDonald just plugs him in on that front four. I mean, you are going to stop every run game imaginable with this man. He is going to stop everything that comes at him. And if the Seahawks like this guy, and the Seahawks don't have a lot of problems. So if the Seahawks plug in this guy, they're going to go far too.
Yeah.
Now, NFC division leaders.
Okay.
First up, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
A
Baker
healthy
Mayfield just
receiver.
got hurt. What do they need? Who can save them?
You're not going to give him Sunny
Now,
Boy, are you?
huh?
Are you going to give him Sunny Boy?
I'm not talking
Okay.
about him.
Okay.
I'm talking about none other than Shane Falco, the quarterback for the Washington Sentinels, played by Keanu Reeves in the replacements. Now look,
Oh my God.
Shane Falco had to overcome his little disappointment in the Sugar Bowl. Baker Mayfield had to overcome his disappointment in the early part of his career.
Mm-hmm.
What better than putting a quarterback? Now I almost went with Chad Powers. But what better than putting Shane Falco in as the leader of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers while Baker Mayfield is out as a replacement? Because that's exactly what he is.
The
He
replacement.
understands the role, he knows what to do. Shane Falco will win you football games, Tampa. He will win you football games for however long Baker is out.
So you gave them a backup quarterback? That's what you think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers need? A backup quarterback for a couple games? They need.
I think right now, yeah, because I don't know how long Baker's out. No one
I would.
knows.
I would argue they need a receiver. They need somebody in the secondary. But okay, I'll I'll allow it for this moment in time. But don't disrespect Baker Mayfield like that. He is a great
Not
quarterback for that
disrespecting Baker
franchise.
Mayfield. Shane Falco's a replacement. That's
Yeah.
why he's replacing Baker Mayfield for right now. Okay. For the Bears, we all know this Bears team's got a lot of problems, okay?
Yeah.
Whether it be getting big yardage plays on the offense, whether stopping plays on the defense. I went defensive side of the football. I'm a big trenches guy. You want to build a champion? Build the trenches.
Yep.
Offensive line, defensive line. I am giving them no other than Julius, strong side, weak side Campbell, defensive end from Remember the Titans. Okay. This is going to be a guy that can be plugged into Chicago's defense and stop anything coming to him. You think the paralyzation of his best friend is going to stop him from producing? Think again, buddy. Julius Campbell does not give up. He's giving all for Whitey, okay? He's going to do everything he has to in order to bring the championship back to Chicago.
Fair. That's fair. I can't argue that they need defense. You could give them 4 defensive players, and that they could probably still use a 5th.
Next up, probably one of my favorite ones I did during this research. The Philadelphia Eagles. What do they
This
need help with? They need help with run blocking. Saquon Barkley is not the Saquon Barkley of last year. Not
no.
even close. Not
Mm-mm.
even halfway there.
But
A
it's not
quarter
his
of the
fault.
way there.
It's his line. So I'm hoping that you're giving him a lineman.
I'm not giving him a lineman. I'm giving him the best fullback.
What?
that has ever been invented or thought of in TV and movie history. I'm talking about Mickey Icebox O'Shea, fullback slash linebacker from the Little Giants. You don't think Becky Icebox O'Shea is not going to go all out in her little NFL skirt to make sure that Saquon doesn't get in the end zone? Are you kidding me? Icebox O'Shea is tougher than you give her credit for. And if you don't believe me, I I dare you meet her on the streets. Tell her she doesn't have any tanks to block the Saquon. You can Icebox O'Shea on the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles are going to beat. That is a guarantee. A guarantee.
I am waiting for one player. I've been hinting at the line. I'm waiting for one player. I'm waiting to see where you put him. I'm waiting. I'm waiting just a little bit longer. But continue. I don't
I
think the
might disappoint you
Eagles
then.
need a
Because I don't know what
fullback.
you're talking about.
They have Jalen Hurts. He doesn't need a fullback. He just needs somebody very heavy to push him through the end zone. They don't need a fullback.
Icebox O'Shea is going to do that. Yeah. Believe you me. The LA Rams
Mm-hmm.
leading the NFC West. What do they need help with? Offensive line. They need tons of help. Who you got? Jamal Jackson, offensive lineman from the replacements, from the Washington Sentinels. And bonus for Matthew Stafford. If any opposing team talks crap about you, he will not think twice about shooting up that opponent's car. Okay? He's got your back. Jamal's got your back. He will shoot him up, and it's LA. So the police don't care. Okay? Nothing's gonna happen to him. He will shoot him up on Saturday night, and he's in the lineup on Sunday. Who cares in LA? Jamal Jackson is your guy, Matthew Stafford. You put Jamal Jackson on that line, he's gonna protect you. He has got your back.
I'm
You're gonna
I'm
go
sure he
fly.
does. I'm sure he does. That's a good lineman. I just I don't want to. I don't know this list. I'm just there is a lineman that I swear, JB, if you did not put on one of these teams, I'm gonna be very upset. But that's a good lineman.
Withdraw your disappointment until you hear the list.
That's why I'm reserving
Yeah.
my
All
judgment.
right.
I am giving my critique as the list goes, but I have one or two right here that I'm waiting to hear. I better hear them. So
Okay.
now we're on to the AFC.
We're on to the NFC now. Team number one. Bubble team number one. The Kansas City Chiefs. What do they need? They need the help of God. Okay? But God already helped them enough in the Colts game. Okay? He's not helping the Chiefs. The Chiefs got to help themselves now. Chiefs need a run game. They need a running back who's going to take control of the game. And I've got none other than Polk High School's finest, Al Bundy. Al Bundy is going to get in that backfield. He's going to tell Kareem Hunt, hey, get your sorry sack back on the sideline. We don't need you right now. We're in the middle of the field. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make sure you don't see the goal line because I'm about to run all over these suckers. Now, don't forget, Al Bundy ran for 4 touchdowns versus Andrew Johnson High School in the 1966 state championship game. All right? You don't think Al Bundy's got any text to get in right now and to do it? You don't think so? Man,
I mean,
City, sign Al Bundy right now.
you're forgetting that they also need some line help, and I don't know how much damage he could do with
Well,
those.
I'm not lying. I only allowed one person.
Yeah,
I
I
back,
know.
let me let you in on my process, Manny. I was about to give Kansas City two people. I was
Oh
going to give
no,
them the running back and a lineman.
no.
Let me get from the same school. I was going to give them the greatest lineman in Arlen High history, Hank Hill, and I was going to give them the greatest running back in Arlen High history, Bill Bulldozer Dotreve. They were going to lead the Chiefs deep into the playoffs, but each team only gets one. So
I
I'm
feel
giving
like
them
you
Al
just have
Bundy.
some faith. You're just trying to help the Chiefs at this point. You just want to
I'm
set them
giving
up for
them Al
success.
Bundy. One
Okay.
person.
One person. Yeah, but you thought about giving them two, so I sense some
Yeah, but my
favoritism.
Bundy's 80. All right, so look.
All right. Who's next?
Next
Who's on the
up,
bubble next? The Texans?
the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, okay.
Pittsburgh Steelers need secondary help. Now, this is tricky. They need not just secondary help, but secondary speed.
Mm-hmm.
So I dug deep, Manny, real deep in the archives. And I was looking for a guy with speed for days. And I picked an athlete that is matched by no one. And that is kick returner from the University of Alabama, Forrest Gump. You get Forrest Gump in the secondary for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He doesn't have figures, right? He's got shot in the buttocks. You think Forrest Gump gives a crap about being hit when he got shot by a bullet? No, he does not, sir. He does not. Forrest Gump is going to cover that secondary for days. And he may not get an interception. He may even try to go up for an interception, and then they hit his helmet. But you know where the ball's going to go? Not in the receiver's hands. It's not going to go there. Forrest Gump is going to make sure it doesn't happen. And if he somehow does catch it, you can catch him running on the interstate right now because he ran out the tunnel and didn't understand how the game of football works. But Forrest Gump is going to stop a touchdown from being scored against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I will say, if that was the case, I would be curious what the record for the most pass interferences or unnecessary roughness penalties is for a single player, because he would demolish that that record. He would destroy every single receiver that was about to beat him deep. He'd tackle them. He whatever he was gonna do. He would not understand what the heck what was going on. It would be an exciting defense to watch, but I just have a feeling he would not play by the rules by any means.
Next up, the Houston Texans.
Uh
Now,
huh.
this is poetic because the player I'm picking is the player that helped their team score the winning touchdown in their championship game. This was the same play that was pulled against them in 2011 by the Carolina Panthers. This player is Rudy Zoltek, offensive lineman, Little Giants. The play was the annexation of Puerto Rico. The Texans had this play pulled on them by Cam Newton-led Panthers team in
Mm-hmm.
2011. Think about how poetic it would be if Rudy would help the Texans pull this play off in order to help them win the Super Bowl. Think about it. Just storylines, papers, annexation of Puerto Rico, wins Houston the Super Bowl. People are like, what the fuck does that mean? I have to know. This is what Rudy brings to the Houston Texans. They need offensive line help. Rudy Zoltek will get them there.
Okay, that's fair.
Next
That's fair.
up, I talked about a cheat code earlier. The
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo Bills need a big time wide receiver. This big time wide receiver is none other than Deacon Moss, wide receiver from Paul Cruz Mean Machine inmate football team, played by none other than Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin is going to go to the Bills, is going to help them win the championships that he did not win in Dallas because of Jerry Jones' own ego.
Are you giving them Michael Irvin? Are you giving them the character? What do you, you can't give them the real person with the character.
Then I'm taking Moss, who's Michael Irvin. Okay,
Okay.
you take it as you wish.
Just because he okay, I'll allow it because I like him, but that seems like you're like teetering the gray zone between real person and character. But fine, proceed.
Okay.
I have my reservations on that one.
Next up, the Jacksonville Jaguars. What do they need? Offensive line help. They need it bad.
They need a quarterback.
You know who I'm going to give them, Manny? I'm going to give them none other than Billy Bob, the offensive lineman from West Canaan High. This guy, he might eat a whole thing of Aunt Jemima on the way to the football game. He might just squeeze it all down because he's eating one French toast stick because Burger King refused to give him a little pack of syrup. But you know what Billy Bob's going to do? He's going to show up. He's going to show up for Trevor Lawrence. He's going to show up for Etienne. And he's going to push and he's going to plow all the way down the field to make sure the Jacksonville Jaguars score the game-winning touchdown to win the Super Bowl. This is going to happen.
Not giving him a quarterback. Okay. All right.
Was that the offensive lineman you had in mind?
No, it's not. It's still
Okay.
not.
Then I probably don't have it because I got one more, and I don't think you've ever heard of this one.
Okay, let's hear it.
The LA Chargers. They also need offensive line help.
They do.
The player I'm giving them is Andre Krim,
Ah,
offensive lineman, Texas State, in the
ah.
movie Necessary Roughness. Now, if you've never seen it, Sinbad has a day job, okay? He has a day job, and he moonlights as a football player, all right? But you know what doesn't stop Sinbad? His long hours. He shows up ready to play. He is going to put in the time. He's going to put in the energy. He's going to put in the effort to make sure that Justin Herbert has the time he needs in order to get the ball off and to mitigate those foolish turnovers that he's committed each season long.
Okay. So yeah, you definitely didn't hit the lineman that I was hoping for, but it's your list,
Right.
JB. I will finish your list, and then I'll
You
mention
can
my.
close out with your groups.
What's
Close the
that?
episode out with your groups. There you go.
Okay, fine. I'll close my episode with the gripes.
Next up, AFC division leaders. First up, Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
They need additional pass rush. Okay. They need it. They need it now. Lamar's back. He's ready to play. I'm giving them Charles Jefferson, linebacker. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Okay. Played by Forrest Whitaker. All right. This guy, he played hard and he partied hard. All right. This is a guy Baltimore needs on the defensive side of the ball in order to help Baltimore succeed and to help that defense prevent another touchdown being scored in order on their road to Lamar's first championship.
Oh, okay. One missing
Next
piece
up,
to make the Super Bowl. That's okay.
next up, Indianapolis Colts.
Mm-hmm.
They need a linebacker. They need one bad. JB, what are they going to do? The trigger line star, it's going to go? The thing they're going to go? There's no August. There's no gold August. You know, uh, basically that's wrong. You go get Daniel Murphy to play second. You're right, there isn't. But you know who is available? Or maybe not because the actor's dead. But in our hearts, he's alive. This linebacker is Vontae Mack, linebacker Ohio State, played by Chadwick Boseman in the movie Draft Day. We all remember him because he had a brass knuckle cell phone. Okay, who doesn't want a guy with a brass knuckle cell phone playing on their defense? Everyone wants to smile. This thing's no purpose. It's cool. Can you pass on the cell phone? Does it fit in the pocket? In my pocket? What's going to be? Does it go in my side pocket? My jacket pocket? Do I have to grab it by the brass knuckles? Fonte doesn't care. You know what Fonte cares about? Fonte cares about taking names. He
Mm-hmm.
cares about murdering people on the field. That's what Vontae's going to bring to the Indianapolis Colts, and he's going to do it gloriously.
Number one draft pick. There you go. Give him the best player on the board.
That's right. Next up, Denver Broncos. They need an explosive skill position player.
Okay.
Someone who is willing to put their nose where it doesn't belong, both on the field and off the field. This guy is none other than Tim Riggins, running back Dylan I from Friday Night Lights, played by Taylor Kitsch. You're telling me, Denver, if you don't have Tim Riggins on the offensive side of the ball, who can also play defense, you're telling me Tim Riggins isn't going to be the guy that's going to inject some some meanness into your offense, some roughness in there that's going to tell defenses, son, I'm going to score a touchdown. Tim Riggins can do it in the backfield. He can do it in the screen game. He can do it anywhere, and he's going to do it marvelously.
That's the last one, right? Yeah, that's
We
the
got
last one.
one more.
Oh, really?
One
Wait.
more.
Oh, the Patriots.
We got the New England Patriots.
Yep.
For the New England Patriots, they have a lack of pass rush. And for this one, they are going to get Andrew Brynarski, defensive end from Eastern State University, played by Steve Latimer in the program. Henry, you're telling me Mike Vrabel doesn't want Steve Latimer on his team? You're telling me he won't take Andrew Bernarski to come on that defensive side of the ball and just smack people in the face, just smash their noses and make them bleed, and then laugh in their faces and don't lift them up? Mike Vrabel would love that guy. He would
Yep.
love him on the New England
Agreed.
Patriots.
I agree. Mike Rabel loves having a defense that is like a hard pounding defense. I don't know that he's ever fully had that. So this would kind of give him that that need for that kind of approach. I will now that you're done. I have to stop my foot, JB. Lineman out of I think he played for Ole Miss. Michael Orr, the blind side. You're gonna disrespect Michael Orr in the what'd you say? Wait, say that again?
It's a real person. He's fictional.
I don't care if he's not you gave who'd you give? Michael Irving to who? The Steelers? That doesn't make a difference. Michael Orr is like one of the most well-known fictional and real character. He was in a movie that should count on your list, and he is top-notch, best lineman in the game. I would have given him to the Steelers. I would have given him to the Bills, the Chiefs. All those players or all those teams could have used a Michael Orr, a player that is going to block your blind side and push the defender on a run game out of the field until you have to get on the bus and with your tail between your legs. That was the one name that I was waiting for since I saw that you were going to put lineman on your list. And you didn't give Michael Orr the respect that he deserves. That is my one biggest gripe that I was waiting for the entire list was, is he going to give Michael Orr a place on these teams?
Characters. Michael Orr is real. That was a biography. It was a terrible biography.
He's
but
on a movie. He's on a movie. It's still a character. Come on. Is that why you decided not to put him on a list? Because he's real.
He's fictional.
It's a movie character. Come on. I'm not gonna agree with you on this. I feel like he should have helped one of those teams. It's still a movie character. I don't know. It seems like he could have fit into that list somewhere. I know.
I mean, if we're going for movies, you can pick Brian Piccolo or Gail Sayers from Brian's song.
I guess if you're going straight off of just straight up fictional characters, I can see where you're coming from. But I don't know, you restricted yourself a little bit too much by making him fully fictional. You put Michael Irving on a team as Michael Irving
No,
as
I put him as Deacon Moss. Okay.
no, you can't. You put him as Michael Irving as a character, but still being Michael Irving. That's the same as putting Mike or as his real person in a movie character. If you are on a movie, you should have considered him.
No, I'm not gonna.
That's my one gripe with that. I mean, the Michael Irving thing is a little. You're definitely teetering the line with the realism compared to fictional characters, but
I will say
that's
the only mistake I made was I mixed up Andrew Bernarski and Steve Latimer. Steve Latimer's the character from the program. Andrew Bernarski was the actual actor. Yeah, doesn't matter. These are fictional people. These are
yeah.
fictional characters. I'm not picking Brian Piccolo. I'm not picking Gail Sayers. I'm not picking Uncle Lowell. Okay? I
Mm-mm.
was true. I
Nah.
was true to my craft. And how dare you? How dare you, sir, attack my character? Defecate all over my character because
Oh,
I didn't pick Michael Orr
correction,
from a
correction.
poorly depicted biographical film, by the way.
I am defecating all over your lack of character because you didn't put Michael Orr into your list, which he should have been as a character from a movie.
Wrong.
That was a good list, though. You addressed every position in need. There's some teams that I could have argued had different needs, but the needs that you addressed did make sense. But there was some teams that just had multiple areas where you could,
Multiple teams had a lot of needs.
yeah,
What I did was I went off of their defensive rankings and offensive rankings,
yep,
and I picked the most glaring need from from all the teams out of the offensive rankings and defensive rankings, what they were lacking, what was the problem, and that's where I went from. Because each team, I only gave one player, just one,
except
one.
for the Chiefs, where you just were borderline giving them two because you love the Chiefs.
Well, because I love King of the Hill. That's why. I want Hank Hill and Bill Dotrieve to last a little bit longer. I want them to live a little bit longer in the hearts of Americans.
You know what? I have one more. The fact that you, for as much crap as we've talked about Trevor Lawrence, the fact that you didn't replace him as the player that they needed the most was a little baffling. I would have bet anything that that was going to be the position that you addressed
I
for the
thought
Jack.
about giving them Chad Powers. I thought about giving them like a quarterback that could do everything and win a
Yep.
football game
Yep.
no matter what,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't.
And you only used one player from Remember the Titans, or did you use one or two?
One.
I think, yeah.
I
Then,
just used one.
man,
I try not to be repetitive. I wanted to pick. I think the team that repeated the most was Little Giants
yeah, with two.
and
That's
the
fair.
replacements.
Oh yeah,
The
the replacement.
replacements and Little Giants. Oh, and longest yard, I think.
So the door was open for you to put multiple team or
I guess
multiple.
the door was open for
That
me to do multiple Titans on the team. Yes,
you don't. I'll put it now. Don't disrespect Remember the Titans ever again.
I won't. I showed my kids that movie because I revere it so much. Do I think it's a bullcrap true story? Absolutely, I do.
Of course it
But
is.
I revere it because it's a great teamwork movie, and I love that I introduced my kids to it. No matter how far from the true story it is. Okay, it's got Vince L in it. Okay, it's got Ryan
Mm-hmm.
Gosling in it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this movie's got everything. All right,
Yeah,
it's got Will Patton. All right, this team lacks nothing. This movie lacks nothing.
that's
But
right. That's right.
I
But you
could
only
have look.
apparently good enough players is the only thing
I
they
could
lack
have put
because you only
Sunshine
used
in
one.
there. I could have. I
You could
definitely
have.
could have put Sunshine as a quarterback.
You
I
should
could
have.
have, but I
Trevor.
did not.
It almost made too much sense for you to put Sonny Boy as the Trevor Lawrence because they're pretty much the same person. You could have. It would just been like nobody would notice the
I mean,
difference.
you're a Jaguar fan. I mean, how much do you want to see Sunshine again? You know?
The
Yeah.
last gripe again. I said it earlier. Don't disrespect Baker Mayfield with giving him a replacement backup quarterback. Don't,
I'm not disrespecting him
don't,
at all. I'm not. But
don't,
Shane Falco deserves to be on the list. And the
don't.
Buccaneers don't have a quarterback right now.
I'm just saying they have other needs. Don't disrespect Baker Mayfield like that. Don't do it.
Well, boys and girls, that concludes tonight's episode of Box Scores and Bourbon. It was a fun, lighthearted episode. Just enjoy it, listen to it, talk about it amongst your friends, and enjoy your Thanksgiving. And I will say that I was smoking a uh, Papa's Fritas, a little pigtail, and I was
Mhm.
drinking a Dewar's 12 year. What
Nice,
were you
nice.
drinking, Manny?
I'm still drinking my Ponderosa whiskey, the New Mexico whiskey bottle. I haven't necessarily diversified my inventory on whiskey recently, but it's still pretty good. As it says on the bottle, it's a small batch Sunset Smooth, so it's pretty good to
Mm.
drink. That was that's probably going to be what I drink for the next week or so through this
Yeah.
holiday weekend, but it's pretty good.
Well, boys and girls, as usual, you can find full length episodes of Box Scores and Bourbon on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and Amazon, and additional content on at BSB Sports 24 on TikTok, X, and Instagram. And thank you to all who have been commenting and arguing on the TikTok over the last few posts that I've made. Who knew that America just wanted to argue over vaguely controversial posts? But I
Sports.
appreciate all of the feedback. We appreciate it very much. It gains us a lot of traction on these platforms. And until next time, guys, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Cheers to everyone. Shall I say, except Jerry Jones? We'll wait to see.